Hey friends, say hey when you're hopping on. We're gonna make a tomato salad, and it is so good. Tomato watermelon. I'm gonna get everything together while everybody's hopping on. I'm also gonna turn this light off because it causes a weird shiny spot. Ignore if you can hear Bluey in the background. My kids are all home for summer break, and they are loud. Hi, say hey. Where's everybody coming in from? Getting cottage cheese, tomato. Oh no. Well, friends, Houston, looks like we might just do tomato. That's a bummer. Okay, so speaking of children, I had watermelon in there cut up in a bag, but it's eaten. So pivot. We're just gonna do watermelon. Got some basil from my flower pots. Look how cute they are. They smell so good. So good. All right. You're not using everything with the bagel seasoning. You're missing out. So I've been doing keto now. Today is day 20 or 21. I'd have to look at my calendar. Feels like day forever. Hi, Pennsylvania. Do you know York, Pennsylvania? Do you know we have a house in York, Pennsylvania? We have, I've never seen anybody from there. We have a few rental properties. They're Adams, but yes. Okay, so this is deli dressing with extra virgin olive oil. Boar's head, and it has 0 carbs. But this is a delicious meal. I would typically have a watermelon right now, but don't know what happened there. Those kids, and you're like, you plan to eat something, and then all of a sudden it's like gone. You're like, well, change your plans. All right, thanks. I got this outfit. I went shopping for Lexi's birthday and grabbed myself this while we were at it. Like, it's cute, and I could play tennis in it, or I could just look like I'm playing tennis. All right, grabbing supplements out of this cabinet. Just so you're not like, where'd she disappear to? Not far. Okay, before I even start eating, you wanna take your lean tablets if anyone's using these, and you wanna take them about 30 minutes before a meal. I haven't done that. So, or like even if you don't do great on an empty stomach with supplements, then eat it with like a beef stick. But it helps with appetite control. It is a GLP-1 alternative, so it's like the first ever non-injectable GLP-1. So you don't have to take a shot for it to help balance those blood sugar levels. Taking this. And then we're gonna make TrimFit and greens. Adam came home and he was like, I love whatever it is you've been doing lately. Like this, skirt, tennis, pro outfit look. I was like, well, I haven't played tennis at all in the last couple weeks, but got the outfits when it happens. And these are for anyone wanting, if you want this. They are like 2 separate sets. So I'm wearing a large in the top, and I have a medium in the bottom, but they also have like little shorts, which is great too. And then this top, I linked it as well, but I just kind of wear this over a lot of outfits because I just like things that cover my arms. So, all right. Here we go. Going in with greens. Where's my lid? There's people everywhere. Here's Adam. Here's Veda. You can say hi with her. They love seeing her. And you. They totally read it. You wanna?
She came out of nowhere.
Where'd you come out of? Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Wanna say hi to your friends? Hey, did you eat any watermelon this morning?
No, there's nothing on her face.
Did you eat watermelon?
Yes, there is.
Yes. Lipsticks? Yeah. Go say hi. Everybody's got a diaper on back there.
Yeah.
Just welcome to summer. Alright, you can go sit with Daddy, okay? And I'm
Come
gonna
over
do
here,
this. Alright? Or you can check on Lexi. Ooh, watch out. This is easy, and it's yummy, and it's not hard. So, can I link the emotionally white top? Though I have the white top link too in the description of this video. So, totally try to link anything I thought someone might ask about. Okay, cottage cheese. This is, if you're doing low carb, half a cup. I wonder if it's got more carbs because it's low fat. Hang on. It has 7 carbs. Well, this one's low fat too. Oh. That's why you look. Okay. But you could also do like burrata. Absolutely love burrata cheese. But it says about half a cup, and that's all we're doing anyways, so. Okay, and I kind of spread it out. So, cottage cheese. And these are like realistic things to eat while I'm doing keto. So I'm just trying to share what is helping me stay on track and what I'm snacking on. So things I'm snacking on are cream cheese with peppers and everything but the bagel seasoning. I use everything but the bagel seasoning like all the time. Okay. I need to put this back further. You guys aren't gonna see. Okay. Here we go. Is that better? I thought you meant emotional, like my emotional support shirt. So you're good. I knew exactly what you meant. Okay, going with a little bit of this dressing, and it's like an oily. Okay, and then you're gonna put a bunch of basil, like almost that each bite gets some basil. So good. Typically, I would put tiny chopped up pieces of watermelon, but we've already heard, maybe even I could do strawberries. And then everything with the bagel seasoning. Let me know if you're, I feel like these are so easy, it might be boring. But let me know if you do like this or you don't like this. I am trying to stay on track, trying to do low carb. And so this is what's helping me, and I thought maybe it could help you guys too, or it could like simple, easy things that you could eat. I am gonna grab a couple of strawberries because I think I like that it has like tangy and sweet. Girlfriends, there are no strawberries. Oh. Just not meant to be. They have a little sweetness with it. That's okay. Right. This, and then tiny bit of salt, and a little bit of pepper. This is something that's like so easy, but I was like, why? I just did this for the first time yesterday, and I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. So I'm gonna do this. If you don't like cottage cheese, you could always do like burrata. I actually prefer, like I love burrata cheese. I don't know if it's not happening. So we're going tomorrow. I'm just gonna sit and eat and hang out with you guys if that's good. carry you to the kitchen table. So we are going on a boat ride, fishing. No, not fishing. We're going on like a snorkel tour tomorrow with our kids and some friends. And so here we go. All right, I'm gonna take the first bite. This is like my favorite part when people are cooking, is like bite reveals. So we're doing that tomorrow, so I won't be live tomorrow, but I wanted to come, and if anybody has things that are really helping you stay on track, if you're doing any sort of like journey like this, sometimes I just need something that's like, I can actually make it and eat it, get protein, and try and stay on track. So this is a meal-ish that's working for me. It's almost like if you had bruschetta, but without the bread. But it's so delicious. So good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for my lunch today. I feel like people are watching, so I should probably make a smaller bite. And it's honestly not that bad not to have the watermelon. The watermelon is just kind of like a sweet treat. And you can have limited amounts of watermelon when you are doing low carb. Oh, I hope I don't get sick either. I got Dramamine, and this is supposed to be just like a boat ride out to a deserted island, and then we're snorkeling. So, and the weather's supposed to be good, and I hope it's a good experience. We tried snorkeling with the kids when we went on vacation in St. John a few years ago, or St. Croix, I don't know where we were, but the water was just crazy. And we got out there, they didn't want to cancel it, and I literally thought Adam's mom was going to be swept out to sea. Lexi and I went back on the boat. I was like, this is too dangerous. Like, you can't snorkel, you can't even breathe. And so I'm hoping just for like really clear water, but the fact that we're like on an island and we can just kind of go out and then go back to the island, I think that would be really fun. So with keto, you're trying to stay under 25 carbs a day. I will say, if you get those keto sticks that you use them like a pregnancy test, if you get those, you can track too, like how deep into keto you are. And that if you're like, oh no, I'm out of ketosis, what happened? Maybe it's like you took gummy vitamins and they were too high in sugar, or maybe you ate more of something you should have, or maybe there was a hidden carb you didn't know about, and you can kind of go through and figure out why are you not in ketosis. So the dressing I used, it was just like an oil-based dressing. It doesn't have vinegar, although you could do a vinegar. I wouldn't do like the balsamic vinaigrette because it's sweet, but this one isn't sweet at all. And this is just like an olive. It has canola oil, olive oil, it has a red wine vinegar, spices, salt. So, it's nice little, I don't use a ton of it, just a splash that like gives it some flavor, and then the basil. I love that we're growing basil. Basil's really easy to grow if you have a flower pot at all. I'm just growing basil out of a flower pot and watering it throughout the week. But it just grows and grows and grows. Or like we have, I'll show you. We have like this, which is just rosemary. And it's just here in the kitchen, and I just water it every day. And it's just sitting on the kitchen table, but we cook with it all the time, or I'll snip some off and give it to friends and they can plant it in little things. And so I try and have herbs around the house because I like herbs. Anybody else like herbs? I love these hangout videos where we just, Phil's is doing breakfast. I can't eat cottage cheese on its own, but but I feel like mixing it with either some sort of fruit or veggie, it's really good. TrimFit and greens. Really need a napkin. I have an obsession with napkins. Let me show you something embarrassing. Okay. I have plenty of napkins to choose from, but I love really cute paper plates, and then I am like always like Paris themed napkins, seashell themed napkins. Anybody need sardine napkins? Because guess what? I've got them. Napkins that match it. Like, I just love themed things. Like, how cute would that be? With this little picture, these little napkins. I really don't host a lot, but if I did, I have napkins for it. And then, oh, look, do we need another red and blue? Anything? Napkins, anybody? What is your thing that you like catch yourself that you're like, we do use them and they do bring me joy, and they're like $4, but I passed that section and I'm like, do I need this? No. But living on the edge. Love them. Ooh, that's a good idea. I could take my glasses, my motion sickness glasses. I love herbs too. They're so yummy. Okay, friends. I'm really proud of myself. I've been doing this now for, they say 3 weeks. It's how long it takes to create a new habit. I have not missed a day of my supplements. I have not cheated. And I haven't like snuck things I'm not supposed to eat. I've been counting my macros every day. I have lost weight, but I've lost way more inches than weight, so don't get discouraged. The only thing I haven't done that I wanted to do more of was working out more. And I think when I threw my back out, it kind of like messed up my working out routine. But I'm going to start doing that for moving my body more. But I just want to encourage you, if one day you're like, I'm ready to make changes, you can get through it. Like, you really can. It's just like really making that mindset that we are doing this. So anyways, thanks. I love this outfit too. And I really do love, if you're someone who struggles with like what your arms, I don't know. I'll show you with and without the shirt on. I have a sesame seed up above my my thing. And I'm like, this is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, so here is this. I have on like little white shoes. Okay, so here it is with the top on, which I feel like is slimming. And then here is this without. And you could also, if you get like, I don't know, if you're someone who's worried about things like that, you could also wear it here, but I'm not. No, not worried about it. I'm not. I do like this, but there will probably be a good amount of times that I wear it just on its own because it's hot here. So, but I do kind of like the layering part of it. I think it just gives it more like boat vibes. I could have used even the smaller or the bigger size in the skirt, but they didn't have that. So remember, I like the outfit. I am going for it. So, all right, let's see. So I've been taking the Make Lean. It's a GLP-1 alternative, and it's similar to being on Ozempic or something like that, but it's not pharmaceutical, it's all natural. So like for your body naturally to help your A1C get under control, naturally help burn fat, and it targets visceral fat, like the dangerous fat around your organs. And then it also is really good for just appetite suppressant. I think that has made a huge difference to just stay on track with what I'm eating. And then this is just TrimFit and greens. I lost about 60 pounds taking TrimFit. I love how much energy I have. I love how if I want a Coke or a soda, I drink TrimFit. I like how it keeps me full. And then I add greens to it because greens are just good for you. So I have a 25% off with this company. If you do a subscription, it's Courtney's one. But I really do think, like someone was asking last night, are you gonna try this? Are you gonna try this? And I really like the combo I have going on. I have really good energy. I'm not thinking about food all day. I'm not hungry. I have been able to stay on track, and I like it's kind of a simple, little simple routine of like TrimFit greens and then those make tablets. And I feel like, because I've tried keto a lot of times and sometimes I can't make it past 3 days or 5 days, or then all of a sudden I'm like, it's a birthday or a cheat or whatever. So yes, Sarah. I don't know if I linked it in the comments, but I know it's in the description of the video. And if you drop the word me below, I can send you links for everything too. The links for the top and the skirt aren't working via the DM. Lydia, I'll check on that. Are the greens sweet or like more of an earthy flavor? So they are actually like a mild pineapple flavor. You could drink them on their own, but they taste better with TrimFit. So, but they aren't gross at all. I can drink them on my own or add them to a smoothie, no problem. If you could only afford one, which one would you pick? Trim, combo, or lean? I think it depends on what your biggest struggles are. If it's like, I personally, I would probably say TrimFit, because I've done it for a long time and I lost about 60 pounds on that. I've only been doing the lean for a shorter amount of time and I don't have like as much of a track, but I have hundreds of customers who have lost a lot of weight on TrimFit. I do think if you feel like TrimFit is starting to, you know how your body gets used to something, or maybe it's not like as powerful or the appetite control isn't as strong, I do love adding that lean product from Make into it. And I also deal with like my blood sugar spiking and dropping really high, and it's made a big difference like as I monitor my blood sugar on that. But if I had to pick just one, I would probably, it's cheaper to get TrimFit, and if you were on a budget, and I do think I know a lot of people who have really, really, really great results on that one. And then, but if you're sensitive to caffeine, then I would say the lean, because you could do the lean. Whereas if you're sensitive to caffeine and you can't do caffeine, you can't do TrimFit. So it's a really good option for people who are caffeine sensitive, looking to lose weight, and you can't do TrimFit because of caffeine. You could totally do lean. Our app, we're just in the waiting phase. We're waiting to be approved by Apple. So as soon as we get our approval, it can take up to 30 days. And as soon as we get our approval, then we'll be able to go live for the app. So, I didn't see your comment, Denise. They go really fast, but I could have a tag on. I do have a tag. And I've worn this shirt like 3 times. Just a tag. I'm just over here trying our best. I didn't know it'd be so annoying, Mary. Oh, you couldn't even see it. It was under there, but it's gone now. Okay, Stephanie said she didn't lose weight from Trim, but she has the best energy on it. But it's because of her health issues that she hasn't lost weight. And I would say I started like my workout journey after I started TrimFit. Like I had energy to be able to actually move my body, whereas I felt incredibly sluggish before. I have so many reasons I love TrimFit. Like it really did help me get going. Like I had lost weight and then I hit like an 8-month plateau where I just wasn't losing. And I started that because my sister had lost like 70 pounds on TrimFit. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. I didn't plan to sell it. I took it all summer and I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel amazing. And I was like, you have to like get me a link so I can share this because I feel like this is the best thing I've ever taken. And so I really like it. And you can use the code Courtney Swine. If you go to subscription and use that code, you get 25% off. So thanks, Sherry. I think red is like one of my favorite colors right now. I didn't like red growing up. And I just feel like red is so cute. Like, why was I so against red? I love it. Okay. Dawn said it's the best. She loves TrimFit so much. And I love hearing what you guys like. And I think other people like it too. To hear like your testimonies or your results or like you tried this and what worked for you. Same if you've tried the Make Lean. Like I know I have a couple of customers who have messaged me, like one's down like 36 pounds, another one's down like a little over 20. And so I know they work. I'm down 16 recently, and I don't know. Oh my gosh. Adam is in a full house of girls. Hopefully we'll get guy time with friends. Luckily, we have so many friends here. We really do. We're going out with a couple other couples tomorrow and all of their kids. And all of our friends have like large families. So when we hang out, there's so many kids. Like one couple that's going, they have 5 kids. Another couple that's going, they have 3. Another one that's going, they have 2 plus. They're bringing 2 other friends. We have 4 kids. Christian's not with us right now. He's at grandmom's, but we just have big families. So it's like when you hang out, you're like, yep, they're all ours. Like, Nancy, congratulations. That makes me so happy. Okay, Nancy said she's lost 27 pounds so far on TrimFit and greens, and she has so much more energy. Okay, Priscilla, I did try something new on my face today for the glow. So thanks for noticing. I linked it in my Amazon storefront beauty folder. It's the West, is it Alderman? Atlan? I don't know. I can show it to you if you want. But it's just that clear stick. So since I gained a little bit of weight back, I would say my I don't know if you go off the total you lost completely or not gained it back. So, but it's still over 100 pounds. So even with a little bit of weight gain, but I'm a human and I sometimes eat cake. Apparently I ate a lot. Right. When you were taking TrimFit, it would spike your blood sugar, so you had to quit taking it, but you're a type 2 diabetic. So the lean would be a great product for you. I take TrimFit and it doesn't spike mine, but I'm not diabetic. So, but I do monitor my blood sugar. If you want to know about the glow, I did a live. Thank you so much, Tina. It was like 3 lives ago, and it was a Sephora unboxing, and I linked it to Amazon because I have a way to link it that way. Whereas I don't with Sephora, but you can get it there. But that's what I was using. Or you can go check it out at your local Sephora. If you are sensitive to caffeine, start with half a scoop of TrimFit. But it doesn't make me jittery. No, I take it all the time. Sometimes if I have been up for a long time and I haven't eaten and I've worked out and then I take it, then maybe yes, but that would have been with anything caffeinated, like coffee or anything, because I had nothing in my stomach. So be sure you take something. Yeah, I've lost over 100 pounds. And when I got a little skinnier, it was over 120 pounds, but I got down right to 150s, 155. And then we moved across the world. And I don't know. Somehow I ended up putting on some weight. But I've now lost 16 of those pounds. And then I'm going to try to get back down to that. This was so good. It was just delicious. Makes you want to dance. So something that helped me, like when I was at 275 and I literally could not walk our driveway. And I was like, I'll take the baby for a walk. And I was like, I would get down to the end of the driveway and be like, I don't know if I can make it back up the driveway. Like I was so out of shape. I could not breathe. I was just everything hurt. Everything was so heavy. And so I decided like, okay, well maybe I can't do the hills, but I'll just do like the front part. And I would set an alarm for 10 minutes. And that was how I started, like to move my body. It was like I'm gonna walk for 10 minutes. And cause I thought I can do anything for 10 minutes. And if at 10 minutes I was exhausted or I needed a break, I took one. But most of the time, by the time I got my body moving for 10 minutes and I didn't feel like you have to do this for an hour, which felt overwhelming to me, it was like, if you moved your body 10 minutes every day, that would be a little over an hour every week that you're moving that you weren't moving. And I ended up getting myself kind of in that position, like a lot of bed rest, a lot of like really sick pregnancy, a lot of COVID during pregnancy and blood clots in my placenta, and I was on shots every day. Like I just had a bad end of my pregnancy. I ended up with preeclampsia. I had to be induced early. She was in the NICU. My son was being hospitalized for like suicidal things. It was just like a very hard time. And then I put on a little more weight after I had her, and it was just a really probably one of the hardest seasons of my adult life. And so I didn't have like a lot of, I just was going through hard things. And so the 10-minute really made a big difference. And then it got to where, you know, I could move my body a little more, or that when I got going, it was like, okay, I could do this a little longer. And then after I lost about 80 pounds, that's when I actually started working out, and I got a trainer. And but I took collagen from Beautiful You all throughout. It helped with like the elasticity of my skin. I don't have Veda, can I see your hair? I don't have like a lot of loose skin. She's now 3, she'll be 4. So this has not been like an overnight necessarily journey. I want to see your hair. Can I show them? You want me to put it in? But
Hey, what hair?
we're working on it. And what if I never started, you know?
What hair? This hair?
So I'm 174 right now. if that helps.
174.
174. How much do you weigh, Veda?
40 pounds.
40 pounds, that's right. How tall are you?
11.
You're 11? You're 11 tall. And how old are you?
3.
That's right. And how old will you be on your birthday?
4.
That's right. And how old do you think Dad is?
11.
11? How old's Lexi?
11.
And how old is Lola?
11.
How old am I?
11.
It's amazing.
And I'm 11.
What? Okay, here we go. Do you want this in the front or in the back?
In the front.
Okay. I love you.
I want in the back.
Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A mommy.
I think you'll be a great mommy. Okay. All right. What happened to the end?
I broke it.
Ah, don't put that in your mouth. Because you could choke. Okay, I'm gonna go show Daddy. Show him your hair. So look how cute.
Look how cute.
Look how cute.
Why are they not talking?
They're talking. They're at games. Stephanie said, Veda, you're so beautiful. Joanna says we weigh the exact same. I had gotten right at
What's this?
189.9.
What's this?
And so I was like,
What's that?
I'm about to go into the 190s again. I've done this over
What's
and over.
this?
This is dressing. Here you go.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
Dad.
that?
I want to get her. Oh no, she's going under the table. And so I was like, I've got to do something because I've done this a lot of times in my adult life. I have PCOS. I gain weight really, really easy. And so I was like, okay, once you start creeping, you know, you have like a number. And I'm like, okay, we were at 152, 155. Now I'm almost at 190. It's like, we have got to get, I just have to like be on a strict elimination. Like, and I know people are like, just enjoy life. But I don't feel confident in my own skin, or I'm out of breath, and so I just want to get back to where my clothes are fitting. So that's what I'm working on. Veda is so cute. She just literally is the funniest thing. Gosh, it took me to lose over 100 pounds. Probably a year and a half. At least. And then even longer to lose like the extra 20. I'm 5'4". So, okay friends, I'm gonna hop off here. If you have questions about anything, you can send me a message. My dog has a diaper on. How long did this dog, I need to Google it. Like, how long is your dog in heat? Originally, we had planned to breed her and our other dog, Elvis, who is a Bernese mountain dog. We were gonna have Bernie Doodles, which why in the world I thought that was a good idea, that I needed to add more animals to our life. But anyways, when we moved here, we could not bring Elvis with us. He was too big, not well behaved, and we gave him to a friend who had a farm. And so, well, then we got here and she's still not fixed. And then we've looked into getting her fixed. And the last time we had an appointment, she started getting in heat like 2 days before her appointment. So now we've waited too long again. Now she's in heat again. But pull-ups, like we have her in a size 5'6" pull-up and we cut a hole for the tail. I don't know why they're not on the market out there, but it's the most amazing invention, if I do say so myself. And she is wearing a little diaper, and it has prevented us from having like a mess everywhere. But I'm like, this just seems to be the longest in heat ever. Okay, so I did just like tomato, cottage cheese, everything but the bagel, basil, a little bit of like an oil and herb dressing, and then TrimFit and greens, and the make lean. So it takes time, but I like to share like how long things take, or what I would love to do is just share like miraculous, this happened so fast, but for me that isn't realistic. It just isn't what happens. But I think that when you step on the scale and you're like, okay, I did good all week, I lost 1 pound or a half pound, or maybe I'm up a pound, and so I think it's good to just share that, because that's so normal for a lot of us, that it's more of like the little changes you make every day over time end up making huge changes. So just those little walking, getting steps in, hitting step goals, hitting water goals, like not eating sugary things when you wanted to, like swapping out sodas for water and getting your supplements, like all those little things, they add up at the end, and same with all the bad little choices, they add up. So you have to decide like what is your balance for your life, from like happiness and splurges and balance of, reality, and how can you realistically be going towards where you want to go. So, you can buy dog diapers at the pet store. I did not know that. It will cost more if she gets an infection. They usually do. I don't know. I mean, she's 8. She's never had an infection yet, but she has done this a lot. And originally when we thought we were going to breed her, we're like, she's the best dog, the smartest dog, everything. And so we were like, okay, no big deal, we'll just deal with it. But now it's like, we have no hope, want, or desire for her to get pregnant, and definitely not from a stray dog here in our neighborhood. So, or a neighbor's dog or whatever. And so I'm like, once she's done, that is first on our list. So, okay, you guys, I hope you have the best day. And if you have questions about anything, send me a message, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.